Hello, and welcome to Rimworld Alpha 14. I'm your host, J-Stank. Welcome to Season 4. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to be all the way to Season 4 already, but Randy Random has been quite nasty to us in the past, and so we are going to start a new colony. We're going to do the same thing as last time, starting with that timber wolf and one person, and this time we are going to put it on challenge instead of extreme. I might put it up later because I need some breathing room in the beginning. So we're going to try it on challenge for first, and then we're going to hit it later, up later. We're going to make it extreme if we start going better. Again, same seed, and I want to start in a tropical rainforest this time to make it a little different. Tropical rainforest mountain. Ooh, the growing season is year-round there. That is a very long growing season, and that's the only rainforest on this map. So we're going to try that. Boy, that's really, I see 82 degrees. That's actually a very high temperature. The one thing I am afraid of is not the cold, but the heat. The heat might be very difficult to deal with, especially a heat wave. That could be terrible. So, oh my gosh, look at this. Heat tolerant, careful shooter, optimist. First guy out of the box, Mr. Kangaroo. Shooting, melee, social. I like all the skills. The only thing that you're missing is growing. But the social and melee and shooting, the social is great. And I love these traits. Optimist, heat tolerant, careful shooter. Man, I don't want to randomize this guy at all. The only thing I don't like about him is his growing skill is so low. He doesn't have passion in it. But you can't beat these traits right now, especially with the heat tolerance. That's gonna survive a heat wave early on. And the careful shooter is good too, and the optimist. Yeah, I really can't beat this guy at all. His medicine is Social's high. Okay, why not? Alright, Olera, it's all you, man. You're the star. Olera is the star. Olera's been with us on this channel for a long time. A long time. You woke in a straying plane with nothing to survive. Better start punching trees. Yeah, I know. Well, not really alone, right? We have our guy. And boy, that's a strange map. Holy cow. But we do have an alcove right here that I really enjoy. Not really worried about a geothermal here because it's not going to be that cold. So I'm not as worried about that. I could start here as well. This is pretty nice. But it's not as defensible as this alcove right here. This is a very nice defensible alcove right here. So we're going to tell Lira to come up this way to start. And holy cow, is he going the long way around. Wow. Okay, the only problem I have here is there are a few predators up here. We got a cobra and a panther. So we're going to have to deal with those predators, I think. Pretty soon. Okay, this is our start. Let's save it as Olera. Okay, so rules for this thing. Because I wasted a whole mess of recording last week because I painted myself into a corner. Basically, last week Lira got injured, or was by himself and got injured, or something bad happened to him, like he got malaria and another disease at the exact same time, and there was no doctor, so he was dead instantly. And so therefore I'm going to be saving a lot in the first, before we get a new person. As soon as we get another person, a second person, then I will try not to reload. But for the very beginning, since Olera is so fragile, I'll be saving a little bit more than usual. Okay, so we're up in this little cavern, and we gotta chop some trees. So let's do that. Okay, I'm also gonna be a little more tutorial, I guess, on this one, because I noticed that there's a lot of new players out there, and they're not as strong with the mechanics as maybe some other people. Plus, my channel is basically brand new. After I went on a big break, there's hardly any watchers, so I'll just assume that this is probably the first Rimworld Let's Play that you might watch. And so I'm going to try to explain a little bit more of stuff for someone who may not understand what's going on. So basically, Rimworld is a colony building simulator, and you play as these colonists. You fall onto this map, and you have to build a base and survive. So that's pretty simple to understand. What I'm doing now is I'm chopping trees, and to do that I hit the architect button. This isn't very intuitive. You wouldn't think to hit the architect button to do stuff, but you hit the architect button and the orders tab, and then you can do these things like mine, haul, cut plants, harvest, chop, hunt, slaughter, tame. So what I did was I just selected a bunch of trees to be chopped, and as you can see here, they got the little scissors icon, which means that Olera here will automatically go and chop trees. So that's pretty nice. So we got some wood here, and so using this wood we can build things. The first thing I want to build is a crafting spot here. Now, a crafting spot is basically just a spot where you designate to craft things. Not very difficult. Click on it, hit the bills button, and hit the add bill, and you can put a job into the building. So add bill, we're going to make a short bow. So now, going to my work tab, I am going to set for priorities. So it goes from left to right. The first thing he'll do is firefight, patient, doctor, bed rest, flick, warden, handle, cook, hunt, construct, repair, grow, mine, plant cut, smith, tailor, art, craft, haul, clean, and research. So those are all the things that he could be doing. And basically, if it was all threes, he would do them in that order, going to the right. But if I wanted to tell him to clean, for instance, then he would do all of these things and then do this thing and then go back to the highest priority here. So if this was a 2 on hunt, then like this, he would go firefight, he would go all the way to warden, then he would go clean everything, and then after cleaning, then he would hunt. But we don't have anything selected to hunt yet, so that's fine. So otherwise I could just tell him to do something out of order by right clicking on a building, clicking on the pawn, right clicking on the building, hitting crafting spot. Okay, so basically I just told him to go ahead and make a bow, because we got to get rid of this panther and this cobra here, because they're causing us some problems right now. Basically very dangerous to have those guys around. Okay, let's check your health here. Now, health. No injuries right now, which is a good thing. But if he did have an injury, it would show up on the health tab. If he was starting to get hungry, it would also show up here. His moods are showed up in the needs tab. So right now he's on extremely low expectations. It gives him +20. And he has a new colony optimism plus 10. He's generally an optimist, which will always be there, plus 6. And ugly environment minus 5. And he's hungry a little bit, so now minus 8. Okay. We're going to speed it up here and make that bow. I'm really worried about this panther. Okay, so he has made an awful bow. The fact that it is awful is pretty bad, but we're not going to worry about that right now because we don't have time to make another one. Now, he is hungry. As you can see, pawn needs minus 8. So, that's bad. He doesn't have any ill health effects from it, but basically he's hungry and he needs to eat, and that is between here. After he gets past this line, he will be mildly starving, I think, or maybe it's not starving yet, but mildly starving, and then he'll show up as a health injury here to show that he is starving, and then he'll also get a starving debuff in the moods column. So that's how that works. But that's okay, because we're going to find some food for him pretty easily, and okay, see that panther just hunted something. Basically that monkey, that panther ate the monkey. And that's why I'm worried, because if the panther is around, and same with this cobra, I think, if a predator is around, and whenever he goes to hunt, if he might select you to hunt. So you have to be very careful. Alright, I'm going to cancel the trees because we got enough wood. And then I'm going to order that a wall be built to wall in this area right here, and then put a door here. But the first thing he's going to do whenever he wakes up is I'm going to tell him to plant cut. Now our wolf, if he's hungry, and there is, because he's a predator also, but he's our predator. So Orange the Timber Wolf will hunt on his own if he's hungry. Animals do not have mood other than that they're hungry and then they need sleep. So we don't have to worry about that. We do have to worry about this panther though. The panther is moving out. If we could box him out of our area, that'd be wonderful. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. Okay. It seems that Olera has consumed a corpse, which is not a great thing. He probably consumed one of the dead corpses on the ground. That's going to be a really bad negative thing. It wasn't a human corpse, thank God, but it was a corpse nonetheless, and that is really bad. So now, because he's uncomfortable, because he hasn't sat down or slept, he slept on the ground, he slept outside, he ate without a table, he slept in the cold, he was just generally feeling bad, he's in an ugly environment, and he ate a corpse. So that's going to make his mood go down this way. Because we're going to fix all those things right now. So, we have berries, which is excellent. So let's get the raspberries. So, raspberries are nice because you can eat them without cooking them. And that is a good thing. We've boxed in ourselves here. We just have to clear out all the buildings here and whatnot. But, let's see. First thing we need to do is we need to make a structure so that we can be inside. So what I'm thinking is actually is seeing how much of this I can roof right now. So if we go to the zones, from architect to zones to expand build roof area, I can mark all of this as build roof and see how far he gets building roof. It does not seem that he is able to build a roof, so I'm gonna have to build a structure in the middle here, which will be his area. Something like that. And something like that. Alright, so he's going to build that, and he's going to roof all that up. Yeah. Because I marked all this to be built, this area should become enclosed, and he should go and put a roof up. Hopefully he'll put a roof down here as well. We'll see what happens. There, he just ate the berries. So now he's roofing it up as much as he can, at least. He's in a spacious interior, which was good. He's still sleeping on the ground. Okay, so he's still sleeping on the ground. But not outside because he's under a roof, see? So we've helped that. Now we're gonna help him get into a bed. So we're gonna build a bed up here with a door there. He went for a walk. That's where he was going there. He's gonna eat some more berries. We still have a good amount of berries left. And he's going to build the rest of that and build his bed. So now we have a bed. We also have an area that is roofed, so now he is inside. And he's going to roof up as much of that as he possibly can. And this area right here is not able to be done. And the reason for that is because it's too far away. But if I put like a little wall here or something, then it would be a roof. Now he can roof the whole thing. Okay, because there's a support there. So that's pretty nice. So now what? Okay, so basically now that I have an area that's secure, I'm going to want to start thinking about planting food. Now, I kind of mess up a little bit because I kind of want the growing area to be out here. So, but I did want to show you the roof thing, that he had to build the roof, and now I'm going to take my zone and clear build roof area, and just clear where I want to plant, basically right here. So now he's going to go ahead and grow. I'm going to continue to watch. Let's see what we got here. So now he's just uncomfortable. Now he's eating without a table, so we need to get him a table. So, but we're going to let him clear that. We're also going to watch his needs. If he starts to get hungry, then we're going to have to go find more berries to eat. But he has one. He does have one thing of berries here, so that's not too bad. Now he's just feeling good. He's in a spacious interior. He's joy-filled. He's an optimist. But he just has an ugly environment, which isn't all that terrible, actually. Yeah, we're going to leave emu leather there for now. We don't really need emu leather at the moment. So we need to focus on other things. Like putting growing in the ground. That's going to be a lot of growing. And we only have 2 berries left, so we're going to have to stop him and harvest some more berries, basically, until we can get our food situations figured out. Okay, so I wanted him to haul the berries back into my base, but I couldn't do that because I don't have a stockpile. Now to make a stockpile, go to zone area, hit the stockpile button, and I'm going to make my stockpile over here and deconstruct this wall, and I'm going to make that stockpile for everything for now. But alright, the dog has done that. We let the cobra out. The cobra continued to eat a monkey. We're gonna kind of take the monkey for ourselves. We're also gonna build a workbench, and the workbench we're gonna build is a butcher table. This will allow us to butcher animals for food. And eventually we're going to want to make a field stove as well, which will let us cook meals. Now you can also use a campfire for that as well, and that's a little bit less materials. But we should have some metal around that we can grab as well. So, ooh. There's some gold, I think. That's not gonna help us. Oh, this is all metal. Okay, good. So mine, like maybe those four corners. Okay, so the next thing is I would like to, well, we're gonna kill this cobra, but the next thing is get a butcher table and butcher creature and do forever. So I hit the bills button. I selected this, hit the bills button, hit add a bill, butcher creature, and then put do forever. So that'll put a job on this for him to go and butcher corpses, which we have 2 of them. So if I put his cooking skill up to 1 and re-recruit him, he will, well, first he's going to go eat, but then he's going to decide to cook the monkey meat, basically. Now we have 4 of those. The next thing I want him to do is to mine. So put that on 1, re-recruit him, and he's going to go mine. Okay, he's not the best miner. He has the basic awareness of, I know that I have to hit this with my chisel, but at the same time he has no clue what he's doing. So he's not going to be very good at mining, or very fast at it. Next thing I want him to do is construct. I want to get these meals, that monkey meat cooked, because it'll last longer if I cook it. It'll also be more nutritious for me. We also got to prioritize fueling the stove, which we have, and then now we can make a bill, add bill for cook simple meal, and right now I'm going to do until I have 2 of them. And then prioritize cooking stove. So now he's going to take the beef that he got from the monkeys and make a meal out of it. And he also lost we're going to need some more wood. Because he now needs to you're fine. You don't need to do that. Just haul. Let him sleep. Colonists need rest, just like everyone else. They'll get tired, they'll pass out, and we don't want that. Alright, so Lira's gonna wake up, get breakfast, and then what are you gonna do? You are going to go out for a walk, which is a joy activity. Here. Once he gets full on joy, he'll stop doing joy, and then he'll go and do some stuff. I'm gonna have him cook that. Alright. Fill up this as well. Come on. There we go. There we go. We have 2 meals, and we're gonna go back to growing. Well, so far so good. We haven't had any real struggles yet, but doing okay. We need to get this roof off over the plant area so we can build, or we can start growing plants. I wonder if I do this and then take them off growing for just a second. Aha! Awesome. Progresso. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so we got a colonist here. He's automatically going for a walk. Oh man, that's really bad. He's incapable of violence. So that means we cannot use Camarillo to do any sort of defense, although he's come with a spiky club, so I don't know what he's going to use that on. Let's see here. Social is good. Animals, medicine, cooking. Okay. Okay, we can use them, especially for the research. Camaro, you will be named Yeti. Welcome. Alright, so now we have 2 colonists. And the good thing about that... You know what, I'll take that. Yeti. Why don't you haul? Should be... Oh, duh. There we go. I closed them in. I need to get this open. I should never have roofed it in the first place. I should have left it open. Put Olera back on growing, and then take you off of that growing for now, but we're gonna have you do constructing. A colony settler named Manuel Schaefer calls you from nearby. He is being chased by pirates from the alligators of Anguish. He begs for your safety and offers you to join the colony. He is 31 years old. I do not wish to fight anything at the moment. I'm not ready. So we're going to ignore that. Manuel screams in panic through the tiny speaker before he cut off the transmission. I guess We have like a little transistor radio with us, but it's not shown in game. Technically, I don't think that that event should happen until you actually have a radio, but we don't need quite an extra colonist right now. What we need is to get some defenses up, which is what we're going to do next.